Sure, yeah. So yeah, recently I was working with the TSYS total. So total I have more than 5.6 year experience as a Java developer. So as a Java developer, I work like some framework like Spring MVC, Spring Boot, Hibernate, JPA, RESTful, and microservice. I have worked. And recent I was doing a project. Project name is a fraud tap. Mainly the we have to doing in actually it is a model of a payment gateway processing. So what happen if any fraud will be detecting inside our payment gateway processing? So we have to detect and we have to delegate to other vendors. And my responsibility in this application, we have to develop some model, create some model, bug fixing, requirement some changes, and return some test cases. So this kind of stuff I have done daily basis on this application.
Okay. So can you explain? So your roles and responsibility one more time.
Yeah, like we have to develop some model, create some model, bug fixing, requirement some changes, and return some test cases, and also and we have to assign some test ticket from the Jira. So we have that we have to return work on behalf of that things.
Okay. Okay. So what about your current tech stack in your project?
Mainly using Java, Spring Boot, RESTful microservices, and some portion of use or some minor use of AWS.
What about
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. I think your connection is okay now better. Yeah. What about database? What database you are using?
PostgreSQL database mainly I worked.
Okay. Okay. So what are the common memory related issue you have been faced ever? How do you fix those things?
Common memory issue like uh, yeah, common memory issues like we have to feed uh, inside like we have to face common memory I think out of memory stack overflow we have to find we got it some this type of memory so I found it and
Okay. Okay.
handled by the some meta spaces some configuration we have to do like we have increased some size for x min and x max.
Okay. So can you explain what are the challenges you have been faced in your project?
Yeah, actually, it is we have to challenging like we have to inside this application. It is like payment gateway processing. So what happened? We have to our services integrate different of vendors means other types of vendors and like what types of the data structure they use means data types of use and what the behavior of that data they want. So these kind of stuffs and also like in my project like it is we have to convert from legacy to our applications in the Java Spring Boot microservice. So we have to like different scenario like different like means what different functionality we have to provide in Java Spring Boot microservices. So like these have to we have to make a particular design and we have to implement that things. So it will same functionality it will work behalf of which is work from legacy application. So like data types and the method types and also the processing of flow of execution. So these kind of I think issue we have to face.
Okay. Okay. So can you name some of the annotation which is present in the Spring Boot controller class?
Control class like mainly the controller at the rate auto wire, at the rate your qualifier, at the rate your service, at the rate your bean, at the rate your configuration. So these kind of annotation which is found in the controller. And if you talk about Spring Boot application, so there is I think three annotation is combinations at the rate your enable auto configuration, at the rate of configuration, and at the rate your component scan.
Okay. Suppose if you want to pass some values in the REST API, so what annotation you will be using?
For that annotation, we have to use like annotation. If you pass some value, so at the rate path variable we have to use, and these annotation I have to use for annotations.
Okay. Okay. So how do you secure your Spring Boot REST API?
Like with help of JWT tokens, we can secure our every request in the microservice of applications. So
Okay. How do you implement JWT token?
actually, there's a inbuilt library class which is known as JWT util class. So there's a number of around 8 to 9 methods. For every method, you have some functionality. Some method will create your particular create sessions, create particular tokens, which types of token you want, and which type of algorithm you use, and which types of signature you want, and what's the session time period, session time expire times. So these are configuration we have to do, and also the firstly we have to firstly any things we have to pass any particular dat token particular users. So behalf of that we have to pass inside your security main config class, we have to pass that token to firstly that users. So it is like a combination of three things: Spring Security, your JWT, and first your REST controllers. So this is a combination of these three persons things we can authenticate and give the of the authentication we can give the tokens, and that token to again get to your user, and user can after number time can hitting it can the token will pass and authenticate authorize, and he can access our particular screen or some API.
Okay. So what is the difference between lazy loading and eager loading in JPA?
Yeah, actually lazy loading, whenever you have like some parent and child relationship between there are one to many mapping or some mapping are there. So in that scenario what happens when you fetch at the parent reference objects, and at a time if you want to access your child reference object and their reference object at a one time at one calls, so it is called eager loading. But when you have to pass them manually, you have to call like some particular access some parameter you have to pass, so it is called lazy loading. Means at a time if you parent will call the child, it is called eager loading, and at a time just parent will call and child will call with help manually if you want, then it is called lazy loading.
Okay. Okay. So what is the uses of transaction annotation?
Sorry,
Transactional annotations.
transaction annotations.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually this annotation mainly used inside the when have you perform some transaction operation inside your application. So mainly the what happens there are two operations, like we have one services one operations where you have to transfer some data amount or some amount of data from one table to another tables. So in meanwhile like what happenings if some miss happening or some exception will rise, so one table record will be updated but other table not be updated. So that it will be give your a type of a type of issue which can we need to handle in the inside your that part of processing. So behalf of at the transaction annotation we can handle that things. Mainly the what happened till then whole process is not completed are not completed, till then it did not update both tables. So if anything happen, it will be roll back and your both table will remain same position or same size after the any exception will arise.
Okay. Okay. So, for example, your REST API is taking more time to process. So, how will you debug those things?
For debugging that, I think firstly we have to means in that processing we have to debug from one any request is coming from one service to another service. So firstly we have to debug every point of control service and repo, what the issue behind that. And if it takes some time, so I think we have to for taking response. after debugging, if any point we rise, like some database some database issue or some method will be taking more time executions, so we have to find that things and what the issue behind that, and behalf of that we can provide number of threads for performance increasing issue.
Okay. So in database, like for example, a query is taking more time to execute. How do you refactor those things?
Like in the database, what the scenario like database of structure. So like if they're selecting fetch, like we have to select the data whole millions of records. So I think in the case of that millions of records you're fetching sometimes, so we need here we're using indexing here. So behalf of indexing, we can make a particular a view tables where just both columns will be comes, except other types of column not included. So like in this scenario, we have to provide indexing inside in the your select query or some database queries we have provided, and that will be improve your performance in your applications for fetching the data from the databases.
Okay. So you face some issue in the production. Okay. So how do you debug that issue? What are the procedures are there? How will you debug?
If the some productions, I think if the some production have some issue, so particular which var or jar will be deployed in that particular scenario, we have to I think we have to check out or pull inside our particular local, and then we have to check what are behind the issue. Or second thing, we have to get the log files, what the log files for that things. Behalf of that log files, we can check what the issue behind that things of that production files.
Okay. Okay. So can you share your screen?
Yes, yes. Now able to see?
Yeah. Can you open STS or Eclipse?
Okay. One second, exact course. Now tell what the issue. I will do that.
Yeah. So can you create one class? Yeah. You can create one string.
Stream.
Yeah.
String.
String.
This one.
String a value my name is Manish or something like that. Okay, Manish. Right. So I just want to calculate the number of letters present in the given count of letters.
Okay.
For example, M1Y without backspace, M1Y2 N3 like that.
Okay, I will try.
Yeah. Using Java streams.
Java streams.
Yeah. So, Manish, if you're difficult in using the Java stream, you can do whatever you want, like for loop or something like that.
I will try first. Where is it list? Okay, see streams. Okay, scroll down. Okay, station. have to find every word. Calculate करेंगे तो Jara case, I think I done. It calculate 14.
Okay. So you can keep the same string, okay? And can you count the vowels present in the given string?
Verbal.
Yeah, vowel.
Okay. Okay, I will try. DF we have to find gas.
Okay, Manish, it's fine. I'll give one query, okay? For example, you can take an employee column, okay?
Okay.
I just want to calculate the employee who have been joined in last 5 years.
In DB side, na?
Sorry?
In database side, na?
Yeah, just I need a query. That's it.
Database query, na?
Yeah, database query. Yeah, SQL query.
What we have
Employee name. Select employee name. It's fine.
No, I'm asking what the column name here. Which column name here? No, I have to find it.
Table is employee table. I need a column employee name.
Employee name. Okay. Anything extra names, joining date, anything?
Joining date will also there. Yeah, joining dates will be there.
Okay.
Employee name, department, joining dates will be there. But yeah.
Actually, I forgot what the alias here. 5 years. Now you have to subtract 5 years. So what are dates coming here?
Okay, fine. Can I write one more query? You have a student table and a department table. Okay.
Okay.
So using join, which student is for which department like that? I need a join query. SQL query that retrieves the employee name along with student name along with their corresponding department.
Name, no? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I think this way.
Join department. Okay. Okay. So can you explain why you go for Energy?
Actually, in Nigeria, mainly what happened, we just fetch north whole left, means whole column record from the student tables and a whole note department. We just find student name and department name. We just find just two columns for fetching the details. So particularly we just two columns we need using Energize. If you want to go to upper, like if you want to record some all the record from student tables, then we going to for left choice. And if you want right, so all the record from department we fetch the off that. But mainly we have to focus on the student name and the department name here.
Okay, Manisha. So do you have knowledge on AWS?
Little bit I work on this project. Like yeah, some months in this project I work. Currently, this project I am working here, I work on the AWS some scenario.
Okay, what kind of work in AWS?
Like DynamoDB, I have work here, and the EC2 instance, and IAM. So these features I have hands.
Not 100%. Like you know some basics, right?
Yeah, like DynamoDB, I miss document. Like we have some documentation, we have to update table and record, create tables on the databases, and also there are things. And also,
Yeah, that's what, yeah, I understand. But if you're, how will you rate like for because I can validate your AWS skill as well. So how will you rate for AWS
I think out
out
of
of 10?
out of 5.5.
Okay, okay, okay. Understand.
But
Okay.
today, currently we are learning AWS these things.
Yeah, yeah, understand. No worries, no worries. Have you using any AI integration in your project?
Sorry, integrations?
AI,
Yeah, integration. No,
Copilot or
no.
no, right? Okay. Okay, Manish. Do you have any questions?
No, I don't have any questions.
Okay. And Manish, like while you were explaining, you are going too fast actually.
Okay, so
So yeah, you are explaining too fast. Sometimes we are not able to follow, but yeah, try to you can while explaining like bit you can follow like slow. Okay.
yeah, I will try.
Yeah. No issues. Okay. Just a friendly advice. That's it.
Yeah, yes.
Okay, Manish.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much.